morning. Hope you've had your coffee, because I haven't, and it absolutely sucks. I ran out this morning. We don't have coffee in the house, so I'm riding into Boulder right now. I'm on my Leadville bike. I'm gonna go pay a visit to my buddy Josh. He's the founder of the Coffee Ride, a local coffee roaster here in Boulder. And he actually used to work with me at TPC, and he's gonna hook me up hopefully. But I think this is gonna be a useful visit because you know, I'm prepping for Leadville, and one thing I was kind of really freaking out about is the coffee situation. You know, at Unbound, the one thing that like really sucked about the place I was staying, the dorms, it was great, but the coffee was not very strong. So in the morning, I kind of didn't feel awake. You know, the guts didn't get going, if you know what I mean. So I really, you know, I'm putting a lot of time and effort into Leadville, and I would really hate for like this one thing, coffee, to be the thing that like kind of brings me down on race day. So hopefully Josh can help me figure out what I'm gonna do out in that field I'll be camping in. He's got a little spot here on the edge of town that I'm riding toward. We're gonna check it out. Yo, dude. Hey, man.
Hey, boss.
All right, how you doing?
Good to see you. So back in the day when I first started bringing in coffee at the Pros Closet, this was the original popcorn popper that I was roasting on. You see it's a little dusty, but little like meat thermometer stuck in there. Hand crank, stove top. This is my grandfather's milkman hat from back in the 50s. Little like homage to never forget your roots. This is our San Franciscan coffee roaster. This is where all the green coffee goes into at the top. This is the drum where all the beans kind of get spun and turned around in. And then there's gas heating elements that are coming in from the bottom, heating this whole entire chamber. And then it comes into here, which is our cooling tray where everything kind of chills. Yeah, and everything's all done. We have computers hooked up to it, logging all of our data and everything like that too. Yep, that's a screenshot of what we look at while we're roasting, and these are just different samples trying to kind of fine tune new coffees in order to like bring out certain different flavor types. But you know, it's just like people nerd out on their data for cycling stuff. We nerd out on our data for coffee roasting stuff. It's you know, it's the same thing.
So, dude, we didn't talk about this. Why are you called the Coffee Ride?
Oh, that's true. We do bicycle delivery here all around Boulder. And we deliver all of our coffee by bicycle. Actually, over the last, been in business for 10 years, our business has ridden over 26,000 miles just on our Thursday delivery day alone. Doing local deliveries. You know, part of that was to prove that it's possible for a company to both be successful and sustainable all at the same time.
Yeah, and so you do ship orders, right?
Yeah. We ship coffee as well too. You know, the whole concept behind that is we originally did not want to ever ship coffee, but you know, as it turns out as a business, we do need that in order to stay in business. And any orders help out of Boulder help us sustain business here, being able to do what we do in Boulder. So we appreciate, being able to share our coffee with everybody.
And this is like your main delivery rig right here?
Yep, this is the main delivery rig. This is the one that we do all of our like wholesale accounts and stuff like that in. You know, we could put about 400 pounds of coffee in here.
You could put me in there.
We could put you in there. You could do a little film session. It's been a total workhorse.
Look at this tiny fork.
Yeah, tiny little fork.
This thing has been worked, man. All the coating's worn off the stanchion there.
Yep. Yeah. Like I said, like this is a utility vehicle for us. It's not just something that sits here for show. We use this every week and we put a lot of miles on it. You know, our other bikes, we've got a few other riders, because part of our thing is we don't just do wholesale, we do direct customer as well too. So we've got these kind of little urban rad power bikes outfitted to, so that our delivery riders can just come in, grab a bike, go do deliveries, come back.
And is this the original bike right here?
Yeah, that's the original down tube shifter bike. We used to use this and a pull behind, 1980s. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's maybe it'll end up in the TPC museum
yes,
someday.
that's definitely the ultimate goal, is to be relevant enough to be in the TPC museum for sure.
Josh, Bruce, thank you so much. You totally saved my butt because I needed coffee. I got a big train ride later. I was not feeling ready. Yeah, feeling pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I think
caffeinated.
Yeah, I think we should give people some context of how we know each other. You actually used to work at TPC.
Yep.
You were one of our photographers.
Yes. Yep. Did some photo, video stuff back in the day. Some social media.
Yeah, and I feel like you were one of the OG employees. You were at TPC when we were in that like tiny North Boulder warehouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were on eBay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Selling on eBay.
I remember listing stuff on eBay back then. But then eventually you split off and you started the coffee ride.
Yep.
Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, and it was pretty cool because we actually our first physical location was actually in the same vicinity of where the Pros Closet started. So it was cool that it come back around full circle. But yeah, the coffee ride had kind of, my grandfather was a milkman in the 1950s, and the best part of my day was my bike commute into work at the Pros Closet, and then we had just kind of started this like kind of coffee culture thing at the Pros Closet where everybody was kind of super into coffee and bikes, obviously, and I had been roasting at home for 3-4 years prior, and we started doing these morning coffee sessions where I would bring in what I was roasting at home and come in, make a Chemex in the morning for everybody, and you know, it was just a really fun, interesting process because it was like seeing people come from like, you know, showing up just when they're supposed to start working to showing up 10-15 minutes early, kind of building this like positive culture around coming to work and coffee and, you know, having that moment before you start working. And yeah, it was just a pretty cool, and we used that as kind of like a focus group on like what coffees to start roasting. And
Nice. Yeah.
and it was cool because then, you know, Nick started bringing in donuts and stuff in the morning, and we, you know, it started with like one other person and it was 3 people, and then all of a sudden it was like every single employee at the Pros Closet was coming in and hanging out for 10-15 minutes before work started drinking coffee. It was pretty fun.
One of the things I'm really stressing about is I'm camping. I'm racing Leadville. I'm gonna camp there. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for coffee in the morning, and this is like my big target for the year. If I don't have like coffee in the morning, I'm like probably not gonna have a very good day. So, you know, at home I have an espresso machine. I have a Chemex. I was talking to you earlier. I was like, maybe I'll just bring my Chemex, you know, camping with me. What'd you say to me?
No, no. Like glass and camping and like just that is an epic.
Yeah, I can imagine. So I'm a real noob when it comes to camping. So hopefully you can show me like some good options.
Yeah, camping, bike packing. I mean, it is one of those things where it's like coffee is the perfect like accompanying partner to all of those great things, and it should be part of that great experience, and it should be a great experience, right? So like I would definitely suggest, you know, 1 or 2 things. We have an AeroPress, plastic.
Yeah, I've heard of these, but I've never used one.
Packs really well. You do need to bring like your ground coffee, you need to bring the filters, you need to keep water. But it does make a fantastic cup of coffee when you're traveling. Even if it's not like on the bike, say you're just traveling for work or something like that. You know, I'll be in a hotel room or something like that and bust one of these out and just use the like in-room coffee equipment just to heat the water and then put it in here, and it works pretty well. It's kind of messy, which is why we actually developed recently a line of instant coffee, which is
what I would really suggest.
Yeah. So this is what I came to check out. So growing up, my parents, instant coffee, it's crystals.
Yeah, it's garbage.
So I was like, really, dude? But like,
Yeah. So we developed our own kind of concentrate that we make in-house here, and that's really what makes the difference is what goes into it, right? Like instant before, it was just coffee, right? It was something that was just convenient just to get you by. Coffee culture's changed a lot since then. We've learned a lot in the coffee industry about beans, roasting, brewing, and now we, take our great roasted coffee that we do here, make it into a concentrate brewed, and then put it into our freeze dryers that then kind of make the crystals itself, which you end up with a fantastic cup of coffee. So it's not just coffee anymore. Like you can have that same great experience without having all the equipment. And it's just as simple as this. And you can do hot, cold, in the milk, whatever.
Yeah, so this was
put
like...
it in your bottle. That's what's great about it. It's like we've got a friend right now that's doing the divide, and he didn't want to bring a camp stove, he didn't want to bring all the stuff, but we sent him with a bunch of these. He just puts it in his bottle in the morning, shakes it up, and then he's got his morning coffee while he's off running.
So this was actually my plan too, is like, because I don't have a camp stove. I don't want to buy one. So I was like, what am I going to do in the morning? That's what my plan is. Coffee in a bottle.
Yeah.
Right before the race starts.
Here you go.
All right, dude. Well, I think I should definitely try this out.
Yeah.
Taste it.
Yep.
Yeah. But tell me.
Yeah. Let's do a comparison and let you decide which one you want to take. Do you want to take the AeroPress? Do you want to take this? What's better?
All right, dude. Do the AeroPress first.
AeroPress.
Oh, that's good coffee. All right. Oh wow, dude. That's really close.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Dude. Oh, this is it. This is what I'm using.
Going for the instant.
Well, I'm gonna drink them both, but I'm gonna be cranked in a sec.
Dude.
Well, I am absolutely cranked on coffee right now. So I have like 4 cups now.
Yeah.
So, you gonna do a delivery soon?
Yeah. We got some deliveries. We'll show you guys how it's done, and
It'll take long.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Ask me a question.
So like, hold on, you were just telling me about this. You deliver year round.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what do you do when it's snowing?
So we've got these super sweet studs for the Urban Aero. They hook up awesome on on the ice. But yeah, like we've never missed a delivery week in 10 years.
Hard man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, sick. That was a lot of bike to get through that door.
Oh yeah, it's not the first rodeo.
The draft off this thing is great. You're sitting bolt upright, man. It's like I'm riding behind a like 6'5" dude. We're getting dropped. Hey, Alexi.
Hey. Thank you.
strawberry lemonade.
How many carbs you do an hour on your delivery runs?
I focus on how many happy faces that I meet. That's my
Lovely answer.
yeah. Is that a good segue?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question, Alan? When you have a sec? We've met at Crossbike. And I had a call with you about Tour de France racers and how they do their nutrition and stuff.
Poop and stuff.
So I guess my question is, why do you think cyclists like coffee so much?
If there is any nod to why the cyclists like coffee maybe more than the regular population, if that's true or not true, it's because cyclists are tired all the time.
I like this because, like, you know, I'm doing a little thing for the Pros Club with Josh here.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just like, he's setting me up with some instant coffee because I'm going camping before Leadville.
Oh yeah, he's got some coffee now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, like, I was kind of stressing out about what I'm going to do in the morning because I'm not a very good camper.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know, I just like, I feel like I need caffeine in the morning to perform. So I was kind of freaking out about that. And I wonder if, like, is it like, is it in my head, or like, am I like, if I don't get my usual caffeine boost in the morning?
No,
The brain adapts very, very quickly to coffee and to caffeine.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a withdrawal from it, and it's not in your head. But if you are adapted to caffeine, if you want to be the same person, you have to maintain that same baseline.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to perform better, if you wanted to perform better, what you would do is you would stop drinking coffee for about 6 weeks before you went on this,
Oh.
and then start drinking coffee during. And then at that point, everything would be fantastic.
I think so. That might be hard for me, but I appreciate the insight.
Then you get a real boost.
Yeah. So, Alan, if you were to give me one tip for Leadville, do you have one? Nutrition-wise, performance-wise?
My one tip for Leadville is this. Do you ever assume that someone can give you one tip about a race that is that difficult? You are totally fooling yourself.
Oh, man.
Every performance is emergent. Every performance is many hundreds of little details coming together to create one thing that is totally different than any one of those components. So never look for one tip.
So, zeroing in on my coffee in the morning is probably not the only thing I need to zero in on.
All I'll say is this, is being an athlete and doing something like Leadville is innately a selfish thing. And so to balance your life and keep you from being an athlete, ask yourself this simple question: what can I do to help? And make sure that as you go through your life, you continuously ask that question to others. And when you go to bed at night, don't keep track of how many miles you've done. Keep track of how many people you've helped that day.
Wow.
Stop being such a
Thank you, Alan.
like that? You like that? That's a better tip than what can I do to succeed at Leadville.
Thanks, Alan. Hey, good luck, Alexi. Go get him this year.
Good to see you. Alan's like an owl. Like, he's always got some like twist of thought. Whatever direction you thought you were supposed to go in, he questions and then it makes you think about if that's the right direction.
Yeah.
Because what he should have said was, you should buy as much scratch as possible. Because that's the only answer.
Alright. I think that's it.
Yeah, just getting done doing deliveries.
That was fun. We ran into Alan Lim, Dr. Alan Lim.
Dr. Alan Lim.
From Scratch Labs, nutritionist. to the stars. But I think, you know, I'm gonna get some instant from you. Head home with that.
Yeah,
I should be pretty set.
good crank.